Hello, friends. My name is Heather Gill, and I'm a certified hypnotherapist, a certified life coach, an author, and a self-proclaimed practical optimist. Now, before we get started on today's topic, I would like to give you a little trick that helps me when times seem dark or sad or overwhelming. And what it is that I carry with me in my purse or in my pocket one of those little small composition book notebooks. And it could be a spiral notebook, it could be anything that suits you. And what I have in it are my favorite uplifting quotes. And these were not only quotes that I found myself, but I asked all of my friends and family to tell me what their favorite quote was, and I put it in my book so that times when I feel alone, I can look at those quotes and think of my friends and family, and then I feel better. Or times when I need encouragement, I also just thumb through my little book and find a quote that fits the situation. It's easy to do and probably costs you less than $1. So, anyway, where I get the topics usually is from a book I wrote called Reflections on Life and Living. And they're just little short stories about how to become a practical optimist or life lessons I've learned along the way. So today I want to talk about the word we. And I've been thinking about this word and how it's used for a while now. And in fact, there's kind of a running joke at my house. You know how you say with your family, gosh, we need to do some yard work, or we need to clean the house, or we need to go to the grocery store. I always tease my husband and say, does that mean the we that is both of us or the we that's me? And it's just kind of good-natured kidding that goes along. But I thought we can be used to signify a couple, a nation, an idea. Like we the people from the preamble to the American Constitution. It can also mean a group, a religion, a species, or a segment of the population. While we do not get to pick the family that we're born into, we can pick the family we make. We pick our partner, and likewise, we pick our friends and colleagues. We decide who we will allow into our lives. And some of those ties can be stronger than blood ties. We means belonging, and it meets a need that we humans have, and that is to belong to or have a part in something that is bigger than just us. It means to feel love and be loved in return, to be accepted and to accept in turn. It means we don't have to face the world alone. We must, however, be careful with the family we choose and to which groups we belong to. And this is a hard part, to ensure that we are seeing them clearly. If we don't, the results can be disastrous. We must, therefore, use our hearts and brains when we're picking the people we want to be included in our lives. There's the we that's partners, which means, what are your rules for picking a partner? How well do you need to know someone before they become your romantic partner? What are you looking for? Can the person meet your needs, and can you meet theirs? Do looks matter to you? Chemistry? Money? Intelligence? A sense of humor? Honor? Do you want to have children or not? Are you of the same religion or not? And is that a big deal? That's just a short synopsis of what's in my book, and I'm going to do that for some sections, just to prompt you to think about some of the groups that you belong to, or some of the people that you call we. There's also business. The business we. How important is it to trust your partner, your business partner, and in what sense? Who does what in the business? How do you decide to partner with somebody? How do you solve disputes? What would be considered a breach of the agreement? Do you have a written and or verbal contract? What are your strengths and theirs? Next, we'll move to the we that is a part of groups. Is there a leader? How is that person picked? What are their rules? What's the reason for the group anyway? How and when was it formed? Is there an initiation? What's the philosophy of the group? Are they a force for change? Do they work towards the greater good? Or just enriching their pockets? The religious we. I'm just going to barely touch on this because it's kind of dangerous grounds for right now. Were you born into a particular religion? Did you feel like you had a choice to be a part of it? What are the rules? Meaning what's acceptable and what's not? What does the religion believe? Is it about service, beliefs, devotion, ego, non-ego, and on and on? I think, though, the biggest group that we belong to, and in my opinion, probably one of the most important groups that we belong to, is humanity. It's the biggest group. It encompasses all humans. Think about that. Everyone, every country, men, women, non-binary, children, adults, the elderly, mentally challenged, the criminal, the holy, families, people who don't have a partnership and people who do, working people, unemployed people, the religious, the non-religious, all of us. And this is the biggest group, or we, that there is. And especially today, we can't forget that we are all connected through this group that we call humanity. We all belong to it. It's important to think, though, about how we treat the other I's and we's. While there are many subgroups that we are a part of, there is still the we that is humanity. The stakes are too high for us to believe that one group is right and the other is not. As a matter of fact, there is no other, unless we focus on our differences instead of what brings us together. In fact, I believe that the we that is humans are all in this together. There is no luxury of the other in this group. Humans need each other because they're social animals. How far do we turn from the other, from each other, before there's no going back? How much do we need to feel special, and at what price? How much power over do we need as opposed to sharing it? Today's episode was about humanity and groups. And sometimes, innocently, we get lost in our subgroups occasionally. And what all of the we groups is about is finding a balance. Finding the balance between we and I. Individuals need to take care of themselves, but we also need to take care of each other. Some of the division is human nature, but a lot of it's by choice. So, I hope I got you thinking today about the groups, the partnerships that you belong to, and what you want we to be all about, not only in your home, but in the world at large. And there really is no other. Because underneath this form, this body form, we're all connected. We're all a part of each other. So as always, thank you very much for watching and listening. And you can find my book where I talk more in depth about we on Amazon or on my website at www.heathergilllifecoaching.com. And there's a phone number, my business phone number's on there also if you'd like to reach me or just to talk. And as always, as one of my friends says, walk forward and don't look back, because you're not going that way. Anyway, be safe, kind, and well, and I'll look forward to seeing you next week.